The American Cornhole organization.
Only us, man. Only us.
Oh,
wow.
One random piece of paper does. We
Only
will
us.
not have any part of that.
Hey,
Thank
we
you
are
very
not
much.
putting you two ugly guys on camera.
The ACO welcomes you back to the Jeffersonville Destination Outlets here, right up 71 between Cincinnati and Columbus, Ohio, as 8 of the top players in the world have been vying in a single elimination tournament to take home the $3,000 top prize and a $7,500 guaranteed purse. Philip Barnett, the Mississippi Ninja, and Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO, and Charlie, our man Charlie over here, who's here to mop our brow, just like what he used to do for Elvis. Rich Pile. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, we appreciate that. Thank you so much. And you might want to address Philip's paper cut that he got from keeping that barrier down.
I want to know how he knew I needed that.
I'll tell you what, maybe he could tell that sun's coming out. It's getting hot. We got a nice breeze blowing here at the Destination Outlets, and we've got about ready for a really, really anticipated match. Yeah, between Bracey Blanton, who was our number 6 seed, our number 7 seed, Craig Ervin. Each of those guys took down institutions in the game of cornhole.
The higher seeds,
too. To find their way here into the semifinal. Bracey took down Jack Harcrow, Craig Ervin, dismantling Gary Bearpaw, the number 2 seed. Frank Gears ready to give him
bring it
command, and that higher seed, number 6, Bracey Blanton, grabs that bag and is ready to go.
It starts just like he started against Jack Harcrow.
Yes, he did. And as you might imagine, this is going to be a dog fight.
Absolutely. This could be probably the longest games we've had, because
they're
going to throw a lot of bags in the hole here.
And we saw a very aggressive style of play from Craig Ervin against Gary Bearpaw, who tends to play, as we mentioned, more methodically. But that aggressive style served him well. It was nicely done there, an 8-bagger right there.
An 8-bag freeway to start the game.
And what we talked about with him in the post-game interview with Craig was it was an aggressive style that he does typically play, but we've seen him make mistakes that have made him shake his own head and have a few internal conversations that became external conversations with himself. So ultimately the question becomes, can he keep that aggressive stance going, and can he play at a pace without mistakes that keeps Bracey from being able to take advantage? And who will be the first to make the mistake is really what it's going to boil down to.
First one. And both these guys from the same area, same state, Missouri, having 2 participants here, and Craig going to finish this for 4 points. Yes, sir.
All right, we're still squared up at goose egg 0-0, but that's going to change here in a moment as Craig puts this final bag, drips right up the center. That'll be that 4th spot to get things going.
And more importantly, 8 for 8 for Craig Ervin to start this game.
Very similar to the way that he started out against Gary Bearpaw, who had a self-admittedly had issues with the breeze here in the outdoor scenario. So 4-0 right now with Craig up over top of Bracey, the number 7 seed. And a lot of people were saying whoever won that match between Craig and Bearpaw probably was going to win the entire thing. Now there is a young man named Caleb Hurt, the number 1 seed, who has a little something to say about that.
And he threw lights out the last game, too.
Right.
So
and the winner of this match will face him in the final, and we will call it a day here in Jefferson. These guys, this is going to be a long game.
Yeah.
And it's a 2 of 3.
Craig going for 12 for 12.
There it is.
To start the game, gets 2 more points.
Another 2, and he said, you know what, nothing beats a 12.
That's right.
So far as nothing beats a 36.
That's right.
And again, we've talked about this, the fact that, we haven't seen a lot of defense played.
No.
But we have seen quite a bit of advantage taken over mistakes. Mistakes that other players have made. So that has been the case.
But a lot of times those mistakes were caused by the wind.
A couple times,
Yeah. The way the boards are playing have come into effect.
Mm-hmm.
As Craig is dialed in, man. Tell me he can't go 16 for 16, Finn.
I think he's about to. Oh, boy. Now Bracey's left himself a little bit of work to do, and Craig did it for him. Well, there it is.
Thank you, Philip.
Yeah, well, we shall see.
Yep.
We shall see.
It still has a chance to go where Bracey's bag goes.
Oh, boy, that gust.
Oh, nice.
He played the wind. That was almost as if he took out the right iron out of his bag and played the wind.
Yeah, that was very
nice. Right to the flag stick. Nicely done. And he keeps Craig from having gone, 16 in a row.
I'll still take 15 to 16.
It's pretty
15,
good.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've made 15 total in my career, so much less 15 in a row. Glad to have a lot of you on board on the sneak preview cam. We're recording multi-camera that we will be curating and posting later on the ACO Digital Network, our YouTube channel, so you'll be able to go back and watch all of these matches from all sorts of different angles.
Nice, man. These guys are dialed in, focused.
Yep. Craig up 6-2 on Bracey Blanton. Bracey the higher seed at the 6.
And he's going up 8-2.
Going up 8-2, yep, as the lower seed in the red lane. He'll pop a point or 2 on top of that 6, and so 8-2.
Yeah, 19 for 20 for Craig so far in this game. That will win you a lot of games, my friend.
Yes, it will.
A lot of games would be over right now, but Bracey's hanging in there, just giving up 2 here, 1-4.
He sure is. He sure is. He's done a nice job of matching
so far,
shot for shot, but he has had a couple of just off pitches, and again, those are those. And I don't even know under these conditions if we call them mistakes, just unfortunate landings.
You know, so far I'd say he's weathered the storm of Craig Ervin coming in pretty good, and the wind has picked up blowing really hard right now. And
feel it on our backs coming off the highway. We are right along 71, 70, sorry, north and south right here. The destination outlets. Oh, that was a gutsy play, but I'll tell you what, it.
Yeah. So what Craig may try to go get that bag. He's got that shot in his bag. The one that's off on the right. He's thinking about it.
Stepped out way out to the edge, so he's going to come in low.
Oh, he tried to cut around it.
Did Bracey a big favor there. Gave him that center, too, so he's going to take advantage of it.
Yep.
All right, so 8-4 now. We're looking at Bracey getting that first bag back, and again, both of them playing with, want to see their bag in the hole. There's not going to be
no defense,
a big defensive struggle here.
Hey, let's throw it in the hole, buddy. See who throws the most in, that's who's going to win.
Yep.
And so far, both of them are doing a really good job of putting it in the hole.
They're doing it in spite of Mother Nature saying, I'm going to have a little something to say about where these bags land.
Yeah.
That one didn't look like it had a chance when it hit the board, but it sure did.
And to tell you how the boards have changed, we saw how low and hard Craig threw in the first match.
Yeah.
This time he's got a little more loft on it.
A little more float, yeah.
And he's throwing on the stick side more.
Yep. Well, he even said that. He typically likes to play that way, but he knew he couldn't do it here. And he's not coming in low with that same extension that he had earlier against Gary Bearpaw either. Zach Seymour's on board. Layla.
They wrote a song about
Ray
her one time.
Lunsford, Angie. Suzanne, Brandon, glad to have you along. Parker's back for the ride here on the sneak preview cam. Again, we're recording all these matches, and we'll have them all posted for you later in multi-camera so you can check them all out.
11-4 is the score in our match here. Greg was able to grab 3 in that last frame. Well, man, neither one of these guys are making many mistakes here.
No, this is borderline irritating.
I can understand that. And there's the hole wide open, and Bracey does not do what we've seen
Caleb do a couple
time
times.
after time. Yeah.
No, he's going to. Yep. Thinks twice about it. I thought he was going to maybe go back there and try to steal a point, but he decided no. He's not. He's going to leave it.
Craig caught him. Craig caught him.
Yeah. 11-4.
He says something's bothering him behind the board. I don't know what it could be.
Oh, maybe just looking for water.
Yeah.
A little drink of water. Tracy Pyle, member of Whole Nation and executive producer of Whole Nation, steps into the rescue with a cold bottle of H2O. Barbie Boucher, if you will.
Very nice.
You like that?
Yeah, yeah.
It's got a good southern flavor to it.
Absolutely. Bracey kicks one off a little bit to the left.
I'll tell you, these boards have changed, and with the wind kicking up, kind of making them a little bit slicker. You're seeing some of these bags look like they want to come sliding back down.
Yeah. And the wind is really blowing right now.
It really is. Well, you see,
what
that's
a
a
shot.
great shot. And you know what he
Absolutely.
did? He did that extension and that low coming in hot bag that he had earlier against Gary, and he made it work. But and you know what? And there's that high floater again.
Yeah. And picks up two more.
Nice. It was a nice finish, though, by Bracey in light of the wind coming back that way. And he played it right to left and got it right where he wanted it. But it's going to be a couple more there on top of that 11. Craig's going to add 2, so we're looking at 13-4.
And Craig is doing exactly what he did to Gary Bearpaw, putting a lot of bags in the hole and putting pressure on his opponent.
That one got away from him just a little bit, and we haven't seen much of that.
Well, like I said, the wind has really picked up in the last couple minutes.
And, I think that's kind of fun. I love the fact that we are outdoors
and
we were able to pull this off. And I think, the game started outdoors. This is not an indoor sport. It was an outdoor game that became an indoor sport.
Right.
But it most definitely is.
There's a lot of spoiled people who like to throw indoors.
Meant to be played, to be played outdoors. Hell, we played up at Liberty Center. We played out in the rain.
Yeah.
Nick came out and played in the rain.
Oh, that was a nice bag.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what he was trying to do, but I'm sure he'll take those 2 points.
I was going to say, very well done by accident. Oh, goodness.
You see Ashley Ervin watching intently.
Keeping a update on the score, 13-6. Craig Ervin, the number 7 seed, over Bracey Blanton with holding the 6. Bracey takes that first bag, puts it right where he wants it, boy.
Oh.
And that was wind driven completely.
He eased up on it a little bit.
And which is crazy because it got knocked down with the wind behind him. So I'm not quite sure how that came to pass unless it just we saw one bag like that against Gary Bearpaw as well. It looked like he just lost control of it out of his paw.
I'll tell you what, Finn, I've been really impressed with Bracey in this match. Even though he's down 13-6 and going to pick up a 3 spot right there to make it 13-9. He has not let it bother him that Craig has been putting a lot of bags in the hole, and he's just throwing his game.
Yep.
And that is putting his in the hole also. Taking advantage of every mistake, which hadn't been many of Craig, and just hanging in there.
Well, when we talked to him after beating Jack, that's exactly what he said. He goes, I'm just going to play my game. I'm going to put it in the hole, and that's how I'm going to win.
These guys have played each other hundreds of times.
Oh, yeah.
Probably 50-50 if I had to guess.
Caleb Hurt, our number 1 seed, sits off to the side to find out who he will play in the finals, which was scheduled to start around 3 o'clock. It looks like we may be on schedule for that.
It'll be pretty close, isn't it?
Yeah.
As there's a mistake by Craig, is probably wind blown.
Bracey steps to the outside of the pitch box to kind of come in and try to get that get-around bag, but he
I don't think he's mad at that, to be honest with you.
No, he's going to step out again. He's going to take a look at it, and with 1 foot still on the pitch pad, come in and go left to right.
Oh, it was nice. It just didn't quite have the oomph to get there, did it?
Enough of that oomph. 13-9.
Yeah, and Bracey
turns into
1.
13-10. Craig Ervin over Bracey Blanton. Winner faces off against Caleb Hurt. We're sitting here with this big check, waiting to fill it out. Who's it going to be? Who's going to grab that $3,000 top prize and the $7,500 guaranteed
I guess
purse?
we're not. Me and you're not splitting with it. I guess, huh?
Well, I got some scissors. We can split it if you want. But
I'm talking about splitting with the whole check,
that'll
man.
be about the end of it right there.
I mean, you might could get to the coast down there and have a good week or 2.
Yep. Although I don't know if we're going to be able to elude Frank Gear's sniper nest. Whenever we got a big check like this, he's got somebody posted somewhere.
I guarantee you.
I'll bet you. Boy, that bag. I'll
Oh,
tell you
yeah.
what.
See,
I don't
Bracey's
know.
got one off the back here.
I don't know how that one even stayed on the board with the gust that came up.
And that wind is really howling right now.
I'd end up over there in the Ann Taylor factory store. It's a nice bag right there.
Oh.
But again, it's right to left, that wind.
This is probably
Craig's
the
gonna
hardest the
come in.
wind has blown all day.
Yep. That was nicely played by
Yeah.
Craig. He knew he had something there to cushion that if it went right to left too hard. And that's exactly what he played. So he adds
Picks up
another
5.
handful of points. So he's going to put that 18 on 10 on
Yeah.
out of the lower seed 7 spot there out of the red lane.
Yeah, 18 to 10.
Don Bailey's on board. Grant Adams, Tori, Ryan. Love to have you guys along here on the sneak preview cam right now.
Man, what a player, my man, Don Bailey.
Don Bailey.
Former senior world championship, won it in Las Vegas, season 15.
Yes, he did.
And a nice fella. Oh, and it's just a little short. I think the wind slowed that down a little bit. Greg hasn't shot an airmail yet. Let's see. He's thinking about it. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, I think you're right. And we talked to him about that after the last match. He really didn't third. He's laying up low.
Yeah. That's
I don't
not
know
where
that's
he
what
wanted that.
to do.
No, that's not where he wanted it.
That was not the plan.
And here comes a slick side hard push with the lucky bags. I'm sure Mr. Case is happy to see.
Mm-hmm. Oh, boy, and it is going to be a hard
Oh, and that's
push.
one of those juniors fired 100 miles per hour.
All right. Well,
and that's the game.
That's going to do it. That's going to take game one out of the hands of Bracey Blanton, awarded to Craig Ervin for a well-played game, and it took a little longer than we were expecting, possibly.
Absolutely.
But it went from a 12-bagger, on for Craig. It did get a little bit more strategic toward the end, and I don't know if that was weather-related or intentional, but one game in his pocket, the number 7 seed, Craig Ervin. He's going to head down and take a look. Get that scoreboard reset.
Yeah. Just admiring some of the shoppers coming down through there. Maybe get them over here to watch the game.
Yeah. We got our handful of folks who've come over here to throw on the other boards that have been set out for just general play, which is nice to see.
Yeah.
Barry Hempy and a handful of others. Jeremiah Ellis living in the area and making their way over here to join us for the day. It's good to have you on board, whether you're watching.
Reminds me of how I met Frank and the team. Tunica, Mississippi, 2012. They brought the rolling thing to prepare for the World Championship there at Grand Casino, where I met Mr. the Legend, Dallas Parsley.
Yeah,
and Eric was there, and I think I took him down 3 or 4 times.
Is that right?
Well,
Heinerman?
I'm going to say that till he corrects
That's because
me
you don't think he's
later on
listening
tonight.
to you in the truck. And, yeah. Good luck finding a place to get 4 new tires.
There you go. But that's what they did. They came in and set up just like they did here.
Mm-hmm.
Garnered some interest. And it was a good time. Just like it is here
it's
today.
a nice bag right there. And I think that's something Bracey's been trying to do a couple of times, just wasn't able to get it to happen. And Craig's got 2 out of play. He's not going to be able to retrieve. Bracey's got a wide open hole, takes advantage of it, and gives those bags a little nudge as if to say, get out of here.
Absolutely. That whole friendly bag, too. He knew all he had to do is get it close, and it's going to slide right in there.
Yeah, he'd be the first to post some points here in game number 2. Craig Ervin took the first game, which is a best of 3 if need be. So Bracey's the first to take a couple of points away here in game 2.
Yeah, and like I said, this wind, the gusts have picked up a lot. But it hasn't affected these 2 guys a whole lot, has it?
No. I think I've seen Fergie, the King of Cornhole. He's out here, and he's letting the wind help him teach some of these kids some of his famous dance moves that, frankly, to be honest with you, look a lot like those inflatable things outside a car wash sometimes.
You know what, man? Great scene I saw over there in between games when we were taking a break.
Mm-hmm.
Fergie had one of the kids over there trying to teach him how to pitch the bag, and man, it's just a great scene to see that. That's the kind of guy that is representing our company right now as the King of Cornhole.
And the family for at least another 12 days.
12 days, he says. And Who knows?
Boy,
he may
look at
get
that.
another year.
Look at
Yeah.
Look at that bag. Craig's bag was sitting up off the back side of the hole, and it worked its way back in. So that 5 spot's going to look nice, added to the tally there for Bracey. And we saw a dirty bag there land in front of the hole from Craig. So he's not got that same
solid
kind of,
throw.
That flawless execution that we saw against Gary Bearpaw. I mean, he's playing great, don't get me wrong, but it's just not that
I think the wind may be affecting him a little bit.
But he hasn't adjusted his throw back to that low, hard, long extension throw.
Right now, it's not affecting Bracey any.
No. It seems to have flip-flopped with him. Yeah. Austin Cameron, that wind is crazy. You know, you're exactly right, brother, and we miss you out here as one of these 8 in the Pro Invitational. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Now, he went with that long extension there, and he almost fell down during the delivery.
And
what
that
a
was
shot.
almost a Blake Carnick foot.
Carnick, yeah.
That was.
Boy, that's another one that's going to be.
Good finish right there.
I was going to say that one's going to be pushed off by the wind because another gust came up. Unfortunately, Bracey's bag was there to help guide it into the hole. So
fortunate for Craig, he only gave up 1 in that round.
Yep. So cracking double digits here with Bracey, 10-0 up over Craig, trying to extend this to a game 3 to find out who will face off against Caleb Hurt, the number 1 seed.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah, the wind caught that one.
Someone needs to get that bag right there.
Yep. He's going to go ahead and take that.
Bracey's going to do it himself.
He is.
Give him time to think about it. No, you can't take it back, Bracey.
That would be quite something, wouldn't it?
So Craig going to make him think about it a little bit more, too.
Our lead official, Frank Ears, is over getting all these jerseys signed and autographed to be used for promotional purposes. I think we're going to leave a couple here with the Destination Outlet folks. They've requested a couple.
Perfect.
It'd be nice. Everybody's autographing that's participated today.
Anybody come by here, probably see them on display right here in this mall somewhere. So, man, I know this mall had concerts scheduled and everything else.
Oh, yeah,
man.
they do. Right behind us. They got the stage set up, ready for an outdoor concert series.
True.
Families swinging by. They're, look at that thing. That's
those loose bags that he throws.
Well, between that and now, as slick as these boards have become with this wind out here today, I mean, the sun did come out, but no humidity really to speak of. Ooh, so close.
You don't think Bracey could win another game 21-0 here, do you? I know he's 10 points away.
I know one person here that thinks he can.
I know.
Jack Harcrow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with you, Hunter. Just keeping him on the board at this point is pretty impressive because it almost feels like these gusts it's almost as if it knows when they're releasing the bag.
I'll tell you one thing about Bracey. He lost that first game, but it did not affect him one bit. He's just throwing his game, man.
Well, if you're checking it out here on what we're calling the sneak preview cam, for those who wanted to see what's going on in real time, you can check it out. We're multi-camera shooting all of these matches, so you'll be able to check them out a little bit later on as we post them individually on our digital network sites, all the different outlets, living forever on YouTube. Oh, it's not going to come back.
Wow, and that's going to take it to 15-0, Finn.
Yeah. The fact that bag did not roll backward and leak into the hole is really a surprise. So, 15-0. Craig Ervin took the first game of this best of 3. So Bracey trying to get it to that rubber match third game.
And he is keeping the pressure on, man. Look at that, right dead center.
Right where he wanted it.
And he can get both of those and maybe bully Craig's bag out of the way right here.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not terrible. He should still be able to pick that one up there on the left, and Craig will come in low.
Oh, what
that's
a bag.
Nice pickup. How about that?
And that's a great player Craig Ervin has become right there.
You know, and a lot of people, that's a nice pickup there as well. A lot of people talk about, it's just in the hole, it's in the hole, it's in the hole. But these guys, the ability, and gals, throughout the course of the season to pick the shot that they need and then to execute it.
Like you said, to make shots, man. These guys are so good at making shots that you think there's no way,
Yeah. Well, creative shots too, and that's I know what I need to do in a grip or in a rip and let it go and to make that happen. So it's
and the juniors, they invent shots every day that amaze us. Bracey just coming up out of the juniors division.
Yes, he is. 18 years old. 15-0. Bracey Blanton holds the lead in Game 2 over Craig Ervin, who took Game 1. So we could find ourselves in the first third game scenario we've had today.
Craig got a chance to break the ice here. Let's see if he can do it. And he almost left that short. That would just barely clear the front edge of the board.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Craig going to try to get that workaround,
He looks over at me and just cuts his eyes like, I can't believe I just missed that.
Oh, and that was a pretty good bag there by Bracey to kind of jam it up just a little bit because it did. I mean, those bags are dripping back into the hole every chance they get.
Craig
up
goes
and over.
Up. Oh, and he
goes
goes
off the back.
Gives up one. That was really that no risk, no reward situation right there. I mean,
one game up, no guts, no glory. Might as well go after it. So Bracey continues to hold that lead. And again, would we see the first occasion of two?
Oh, we're going to be writing about it for sure.
Two 21-0 games in one day. We hadn't seen one ever on center court together.
Oh, when there goes that situation right out the door.
There you have it.
Just a little letdown by Bracey. And Craig is going to take advantage.
Yep.
Oh, and that had to get up a little bit.
He's made a lot of hay go in this direction right through the course of the day.
5 points right here for Craig. Can he do it? Yes, sir.
Yes, he does. That's going to do it. That's going to,
as I like to say, this game is not over yet.
Crack that goose egg. That puts Craig on the board here in Game 2. If he is able to come back from a 16-5 deficit and take Game 2, he will face Caleb Hurt, the number 1 seed here at the Pro Invitational, for a $3,000 payday on a $7,500 guaranteed purse. Glad to have you along on the sneak preview cam. We're calling it the down and back cam, just to give you a little idea what's going on in real time. But all these matches, again, cut up on multi-camera and be posted later on for you to check out.
Oh, and another mistake by Bracey. And Craig bullied it all the way out of the way.
Yes, he did.
Another 4 makes it 16-9. Craig's got that opportunity.
When he has dialed in.
Let's see if he's probably going to try to block there.
Oh, boy.
Not what he wanted to do, I'm sure. He's talking to himself or somebody that maybe his wife on the speaker. I don't know.
Bracey steps out right, trying to thread the needle, and he does. Nicely done.
And that's the shot we just talked about, just making a shot. Stepped out, used his bag as a buffer, and went fell right back in the hole to save points.
Yep, no blood, no foul. 16-5. Bracey Blanton up over Craig Ervin right now here in Game 2. And again, as we mentioned, Craig took Game 1. Find ourselves in a rubber match scenario here if Bracey's able to hold on. But Craig is not going to go calmly into that good night, or quietly, or whatever. I should probably not quote literature that I don't know. But these guys seem to have found that groove that they started Game 1 with. Got away from both of them just a little bit. And toward the end of Game 1, 16-5, Bracey up over Craig. For those of you just joining us.
And it looks like the wind messed with Bracey's back.
It did. That one was a
little frustration on Bracey's face right now. He knows he was way ahead.
Yeah, he wants that one back.
Yeah.
Probably wants the last 2 or 3 frames back. That's low. That's laying in low and off the side.
And I'm going to tell you, the wind is howling right now.
Yeah.
It is howling.
Almost knocked Craig over as he stepped up on that one. Oh, up and over, and he goes for it.
I think that's 3.
He went for the glory.
Yes, sir.
He gave up the 3. 16 on 8, doubled up, but
cut it in half.
Not safe.
That's how you start.
That's right, not safe. Caleb stepped off to the side now. He started warming up in preparation for the championship match coming up here in just a little while. Destination Outlets, Jeffersonville, Ohio. Just off the edge of Interstate 71. It's been a fun day, a great morning. The boards have certainly changed over the course of the day. The speed with which the bags are running the boards and the speed with which the games are being played even has been adjusted. And that was a Nice little favor that
I'm telling you, I don't know what's going
Bracey
on with this
did.
wind, though. It's gotten crazy out here. You see the flags over there? They're all whipping.
Yep.
And these guys, it's not even affecting these guys,
No.
man.
They're just that damn good.
My bag would be laying over in the bleachers
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, I'd have already gone home.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I can't throw in that.
Oh, goodness.
See DJ over there sharing some moments with the King.
Yep, 16-8. Bracey up over Craig.
Jack Harcrow still around watching,
Yeah, these
thinking
guys
about what if.
doing all their autographing. Well, they still got checks to pick up.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's taking home some cash.
Oh, yeah.
But this $3,000 check that we've been holding our
grip
grip on here is the one in question. Oh, look
Nice
at that.
bag, man.
Just circles the drain and finishes. The King is sitting off to the side there watching. And
Hey,
Craig
this
leaves
could be
another
the
one up high.
game
This
right
could be
here.
it.
We maybe fixing. Oh,
It's just,
man.
you know, I suppose it's every once in a while it's nice to be reminded that they're mortal.
Yes, and it's brutal out there right now.
Yeah. And he's going to go ahead and take that one. Had he been able to string those two together, we'd be looking at
Yeah, game would be over.
game 3. So 18-8 right now. Bracey
Yep.
Blanton over top of Craig Ervin, who has one game in hand already. So we'll see if we get to a game 3 here in just a moment. A little bit off schedule today. We started a little later to let everybody get a little bit of warm-up tosses in there. And,
Oh, yeah. Sleep in like I did.
Yeah, you did. We hope all the best for Matt Gammon, who woke up with an allergic reaction and still toughed it
really.
out and played and got in against DJ Long and gave it a hell of a run, but just couldn't get it finished.
And Craig is not going to go away in this game. I'm going to tell you that
No,
right
there's
now.
no question. No question.
His opportunity to pick up 4 has just stuck its head up.
He's got a little bit of work to do there to come in low and hard.
Nice.
Clean those up, and that bag looks like it's going to fall.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
It
Bracey's
does,
got one
yeah.
off the back. That's 5,
One
actually.
off the back. Yep. So
Yeah.
18-13.
Yes. It's not over yet. No lead is safe when Finn and Phil are on the call, man.
Oh my!
We have seen some monster comebacks over the majors we have done this year. Time after time again.
And as we mentioned, for all of their trouble in this game, the winner faces the machine.
That's right.
The
You
number
get
1
the
seed.
consolation prize. You get to play Caleb Hurt.
Well, and as we mentioned, we saw Austin Cameron. He and Caleb will be fighting for Player of the Season this year in singles down at in Branson when we get there for the World.
Oh, and
boy,
this could be huge.
this is it. Oh my goodness!
Look, Craig just
Oh,
laughs.
my goodness.
He knows what happened there.
Yeah, he probably knows what we were talking about. And,
Yep.
there it goes. They're telling us we lost audio.
Oh, and Bracey threw another one off
Another
the
one
back, man.
Boy, I tell you something.
And Craig is just smiling. Right now, he's looking at 6 on 1. He goes in, it's 9 on 1. That is the game.
Oh, and he drops it.
No, he still got a bag. I'm sorry. My bad.
Drops it. He drops it.
It is-
He can't even believe it.
It's looking 9 on 1 right now. Bracey's got to keep this bag on the board. And he's probably going to. I don't know if I would go for that bag or not.
He doesn't have to. I mean,
No.
no.
Oh, and that's 8. And it.
Oh,
Nope, I'm sorry.
I was
7.
going to say that wasn't.
7,
That's not 8. That's going to take him to
20.
that 20 spot. Yeah.
20-18,
Yeah.
and Craig knows he left the bag short. The
3
game was
down
laying in
under.
front
That
of
was
the
it.
board.
That was it. It was right there. Oh, boy.
Hey, let me have a drink of beer on now. Bracey going to take some of that water. Not quite old enough to partake.
Well, Matthew brought up a good point. Either way, Missouri's going to be represented in the
Hey,
finals.
absolutely.
So
Hey,
there you
nice
go.
point. How did we not figure that out? As Craig misses off to the right, going to
All right, so-
open it up for Bracey.
Craig is up 20 now to 20-18. If he takes this second game, that'll do it. He will face off against Caleb Hurt in the finals. So we shall see. Is he going to have enough to get it done?
Oh, I think that bag of Bracey's is sitting on the slick side. Shouldn't have no problem getting it back down in the hole. There it goes.
There it is.
Craig is keeping the pressure on.
Boy, in the sun, you heard Caleb talk about wearing the shades because the glare kicking off these boards when the sun did decide to come out.
Oh, and this could be the game the other way.
Oh, goodness.
Oh.
It's torture.
That's it.
It's torture.
That's it.
All right, so that's going to do it. That's going to take us out of game 2.
Third game.
We're going to be looking at our first rubber match, game 3. Today, congratulations, Bracey Blanton. He's able to even it up against Craig. Craig, who left it laying out there a couple different times.
Man,
he
but
sure
what a
did.
comeback by Craig.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that going to do to Bracey's psyche as we go into this next game?
Good stuff going into game 3.
Yeah.
All right, whoever wins this one takes on Caleb Hurt, the number 1 seed here in the Pro Invitational here in Destination Outlets, Jeffersonville, Ohio. We're thrilled to have you along. If you're watching the sneak preview cam, know that we'll have all these matches multi-camera shoots and posted for you later to check out in evergreen fashion. Make sure you smash that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Hit those likes on the videos that you like and support those players that you're there to see. That was good stuff by Craig to come back like that.
Oh, yeah, man. He made a great comeback.
He really did.
He was down that whole game, and all of a sudden he's up 20 with a chance to win and leaves the bag short.
Left that bag on the slow side or the short side.
But we're in our first third game.
These guys not cutting each other any slack. That is,
they may be friends. They may play each other all the time, but they're both out for the kill. I can tell you that right now.
There's no question because there's a big difference between first and second in this tournament.
Absolutely.
So whoever is going to be the one taking on Caleb here in just a matter of maybe 20 or 30 minutes. Who knows the way these games have been going. But so many of the other pros that have been here that, and in single elimination, it makes for a long day when you are bounced out of that first round. So Gary Ferguson beaten by Caleb Hurt. Gary Bearpaw beaten by Craig Ervin, who you're watching now. Jack Harcrow beaten by Bracey Blanton, scoring off against Craig now.
Then DJ beaten by Caleb again.
Yep, then DJ over Matt Gammon, and then DJ with the loss, which sets up this second semifinal. Craig's up 2-0, as we may mention of, as these guys continue to battle the breeze and other natural elements.
8-bagger right there.
Yeah, and almost an impossible 8-bagger situation in a wind like this.
Man, I'll tell you what, I'm impressed because the wind is howling right now.
Yeah, it really is.
You can probably hear it in our mics, I guarantee you.
There's no question. But makes it fun. Hard to hear. Don Bailey said it's hard to hear. That's probly over top of these gale force winds.
Did he say I was hard of hearing? How do you know?
All right, well.
Got even a Gatorade bottle rolling free. Nice job by Will to pick it up for us.
Yeah, I leaned back, Don. That's my bad. I leaned back away from the mic here just a moment. I was watching as a fan versus a broadcaster.
Yeah, sometimes we get caught up in that. That was a great game, that last game.
Yeah, it should be better. 2-0, Craig Ervin, as it comes down to all the marbles in this one game right here. That's
great
a nice
bag.
Outstanding.
Yes, sir.
Good shot. Now Bracey should be able to take just enough of this.
But the wind is really coming into his face here.
But even then, he's got what it takes to get there and take it all.
Oh, and the wind just nosedived that bag.
And not only did he not even have a chance to put that one in and grab the other one, there was nothing there.
No chance, man.
Nothing there.
Lucky it even landed on the board because it got about halfway down and that nose just started down. And Craig's up 8-0 to start this.
There's that floater. He's gone back to that high floater even with the wind.
And Bracey's thrown, I was just fixing to say, thrown really good going this way.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a true testament to their patience with their own game, too, to not overcompensate and then find themselves making massive mistakes. That's a nice bag
Craig,
right there.
Craig almost bullied his bag off the back, too.
Good recovery there.
Yeah. That's nice concentration by both guys to finish there because that bag up front can bother you a little bit. Oh boy, that bothered Bracey
bag
for
off
three.
the back bother you even more.
Yeah. That little short bag right there, it can cause havoc sometimes.
Yep, so 8 on 0 becomes 11 on 0.
And I see the champ, number 1, headed over to the boards to get some practice.
Get a couple more.
And not going to do the Maddie McBride.
No, Maddie checked in a little while ago.
Hey,
I
Maddie,
saw that
what's up?
She was watching. So they said they can hear you just fine. Paula Stevens said she can hear you, but they can't hear me. And, that might be a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Maybe I'm becoming the loud mouth of the ACL.
All right, I'm gonna move in here tight.
Yeah, we have to get a little closer.
I'll put my head on your shoulder, and we're gonna do this.
Oh, we're not gonna go that far, buddy. I like you, but here's Craig going for another push. He steps out.
Well, 11-0 right now. Craig Ervin over Bracey Blanton. It's a winner-take-all match right now. Each of them have one under their belt. Winner faces off against the one and only, number one and only, I should say, Caleb Hurt.
Yes, sir. 10-point wash right there.
11-0. Craig up over Bracey after that wash, so they will continue back and live to fight another frame.
Man, that wind is really out.
It really has.
Yeah.
Really has kicked up.
Man,
Austin
look
Thompson.
at that flag right there.
Oh, yeah. Well, these American flags back over our shoulder are at full effect.
Austin Thompson could be a sleeper at the world.
Very, very possibly, yes.
One of my favorite players. Craig is just lofting it up, letting the wind take it straight to the hole.
He has figured out that right to left, because that's really where that wind is coming, right to left. And
every bag is hitting in the exact same spot.
It really is. He's figured out his spot, that's for sure.
And just as I say that, the wind eased up a little bit right there.
I think it might have. Oh, wow.
Oh, and Craig is going to pick up 2 on that right there. Another mistake by Bracey.
Yep.
He threw that a little bit harder than he had been throwing it. I think a regular bag right there would have had the same effect if he threw it hard.
Again, that has everything to do with having to adjust end to end, shot to shot, based on what you're up against with the wind right there.
Now, see, Caleb has gone down to throwing the boards that are facing the other direction. I thought he was heading over there to throwing the ones that are going the same direction as we're playing on.
Yeah. The ones he's warming up on are perpendicular setup, so the wind is going to be a whole different whole different issue. But again, it's easy for me to sit here and say, but I think this is fun.
I can't question him. He's sitting in the driver's seat right now.
Craig's up 13-0. Craig Ervin, whoever wins this game, faces Caleb here in just a matter of minutes. Bracey, could he find himself? I was going to say, could he find himself on the end of a skunk? But no, he's going to put the 2 up on the board and see if he's got in him what Craig had in game number 2 to make that comeback, even though it was ultimately unsuccessful. He had a hell of a run at it.
Yeah.
So 13-2, Craig up over Bracey right now as the sun comes out and kicks up that glare just a little bit on the boards here in center court.
He's up on that one just a little bit too much.
He wasn't happy about that.
No, and Bracey bullies it a little bit. Man, I'm having a good time out here today,
Yeah,
man.
it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. This was one that I had marked on my calendar that I thought would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And just kind of good to see people out enjoying the day.
Oh, yeah.
A nice Saturday here between Cincinnati and Columbus. Might have to start throwing it overhand.
Yeah.
And the wind is wreaking havoc with the table skirts and everything else. We've got a couple of dancing flags down there. And, boy, Craig.
4 to make it 13-6. Now, Bracey going to try to make a little comeback here.
Yep, Craig is no sooner than we talked about him finding his spot and playing the wind.
Yeah, he's gone off a little bit.
Up to the left there.
Maybe you jinxed it this time.
Could very possibly be the case.
Not taking the blame here, buddy.
13-6 right now. Craig up over Bracey, and Bracey leads with the dirty bag.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen that?
Yeah, man, it's a bunch, especially coming this way.
A number of times.
Yeah. As you can see in the picture, how hard those flags are blowing behind the players.
Yeah, they're dancing.
And that's what they're throwing into. And see where that went? Could we have our first no bags on the board?
Well, if
that would be another first for us.
If that happens, I'm going home.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, look at them. Look at those flags.
Man. Like I said, you looking at home can see those flags. And our table skirt's about to blow away.
Well, this is a true testament to
how good are you?
How good these guys are. It is just unbelievable. That is so well done.
Absolutely.
So well done. What a great shot. Bracey just kind of lays low, and he a little bit of a victim of the wind there. I think he had enough, and then the wind just said, no, I don't think so.
Craig can just go on the board and pick up 2 right here. I know he's got other, he's so aggressive. He's got other ideas. And, how close was that to not making it?
Just enough. That's funny. Don Bailey appreciating the classic vehicle in the background as the winner get to take that home. Don, that's actually the beer truck. There are
Me and Ben are hijacking that when it's over.
There are 4 beer taps coming out of that truck, and that's a pretty sweet vehicle. Craig Ervin, who you're seeing right now out here, earlier we took a group picture. I'll post that photo a little bit later on. He stuck his mouth under one of those taps. And everybody's like, well, don't turn it on. And all he heard was turn it on.
15-6, he's got the lead.
Patrick Barger says, as long as your skirt doesn't blow off, you'll be fine. How
do you know I was wearing a skirt today?
He knows you well.
I'll tell you. This Craig just made another mistake there.
15 on 6 is where we stand right now. These guys, they're talking to each other. They're talking to themselves. They're talking to God. They're talking to
the wives,
anybody,
the girlfriends, anybody, man. Oh, good bag.
Nicely played. Well done.
Yes.
It's the best he could have hoped for, and it's exactly what he wanted.
And he's going to give up 2.
Bracey's going to get that last bag in, and it feels it's interesting because it feels like the wind is dying down on us a little bit, but by virtue of those flags, it clearly out there is swirling on center court, which isn't more than 15 feet away from us.
Yeah. Feels good though when it's blowing.
So 15 on 8. Craig Ervin up over Bracey. Craig the lower seed in at number 7. Bracey at number 6. You see the numbers on the back of their jerseys. Something Frank said he's wanted to do forever is put seed numbers on the backs of these jerseys, and did the names up on the front. Jack and Paula did an outstanding job. The Stevens Corporation getting these jerseys put together.
Nice.
They're outstanding.
Very nice. They look great. Made me a little envious when I walked up.
Mm-hmm.
But I would not be wanting to play in this wind.
No, my goodness, no. Well, I wouldn't want to be the one that lost 21-0 multiple times to set the set the record here.
How did that guy get here? That's what they'd be saying. About me, I'm not talking about you. Oh, and that is a lucky bag right there. Because he hit Craig's bag and it shot straight to the hole.
It's a lucky bag. Oh, man.
And this could put Bracey right back in this game. Because if he go in, he's getting at least 7, possibly more.
Yeah. He may be overthinking this right now.
Yeah.
Get that rhythm.
And the wind killed it again. I mean, golly.
Wow.
How many times can that happen, Finn?
Wow. And
you know who's thinking the win right now? Mr. Ervin.
Yeah, he just buried his hands, his face in his hands as if to say, I cannot believe it did it again.
Still going to be a good round for Bracey, though. He's sitting 9 on 2. Craig needs to go in the hole, but I think he's got one of his bags that is actually blocking him up.
Yeah, that low bag.
Yeah.
I don't know that he wants to try to mess with that. He's going to go up and over.
Oh, nice. Almost. And that's why he is so good.
Yeah.
He is so good. He took that from a bad round to a decent round, but it's still 15-12, and Bracey has clawed back into this game after being down 13-0.
And again, each of them have one game in their pocket, and so the winner of this game moves on to face Caleb Hurt.
who was
earlier,
just over checking out the scores.
Yes, he was.
What he needs to do.
How much longer he's got to warm up before
How
he
about
has to
my
play
lady,
that final.
Linda Oglesby, tuning in. You know I love Linda Oglesby.
15-12. Craig up over Bracey right now. Bracey with one underneath, two underneath.
Yeah.
Craig back with that high floater bag.
And you see Craig switch back over to the slick side, going that way.
And he bumped himself out of the way.
He did.
Bracey does a nice job of taking advantage of that center spot.
Nice. Oh, and he knows he had a chance, and I think Craig can get around this one.
They come up and over.
He
and he
did.
did. Nicely done. That was very well done. That kind of a seeing eye bag right there, to be sure.
Craig has done well to get over, to just save points in the last few rounds. Bracey still has the first bag. He's made the comeback. He is on a 12-2 run right now.
15-12, Craig over Bracey. If you're watching here on what we're calling just the sneak preview camera right now, because we just wanted to give you, oh boy, a feel for the live action in real time. We'll have all these matches posted for you a little bit later on in our final match as well. So you'll get a chance to see how the day progressed from the very beginning early this morning around 10:30.
And that one just barely made it, too.
It did. It did. Oh, how about that?
What? That's a great shot.
How did that can't happen.
No, but that can.
That happens a lot.
He's been doing that all day.
That happens a lot. What a great shot from both of them.
Yeah.
Back-to-back fantastic bags.
Craig can really keep the pressure on Bracey right here.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like I'm watching a seniors match.
Yeah. No pun intended, Don.
Yeah.
And Craig's going to pick up three right there to go to 18-12.
Dirty bag cost him right.
Yes, sir.
Right up front.
Sir, 18-12. Who's going to go on to face the number one seed, Caleb Hurt?
I almost feel like this is, if Craig ends up taking this third game and wins this, he should consider this a doubles match with his partner being Mother Nature.
That's true. And he starts off big right down the pipe. And Bracey really hadn't had much trouble going this way.
You know what you've just done now.
No, I mean, he's right down the center again. I'm not jinxing him.
Yeah, you know what's coming.
Look, did you see that bag?
What is that?
That is a slick side.
What is that? That's not right.
It's not fair,
Has
is
he got like a little hamster or something in that
it's
bag?
Not
just running
fair,
around?
is it?
No, it's not. No, it is not.
Oh. Now Craig goes in. Bracey must put one in the hole here.
Oh.
He gave him a break.
Oh, nice. Oh,
that's what makes these guys
shot.
in the top 8 right there.
What a shot.
Yeah. Just when you thought Craig might have a chance to finish it off.
18-12. Yep.
Bracey slipped one in the side door.
Yep, 18-12. He did. He had the key, came in the side door.
I guess after Craig threw one in the back door, I guess that's fair, right?
It's only fair.
And Craig has really gotten dialed back in after a couple bad rounds.
Yep.
Now thank you, Phillip.
A little bit of a window of opportunity there for Bracey, but to a degree, he hasn't really capitalized on the few mistakes that are
Oh, and this could be
repeated.
4. At least 4. How about that?
Yeah.
This is a must go in for Craig, I think, right here. And he does it.
Yep.
Talking to himself, or maybe Jeremiah Ellis who's sitting up. Oh! And he can't take advantage. He can only get 2.
He only takes the 2. He was given the 4.
Yeah.
He could, if he had thrown the dirty bag, he'd have been better off.
That was just a bad mistake.
I don't know,
right
man.
And we can say that, but we're not out there playing in the wind. So I mean, we're not saying that as a bad way. It's just.
Well, but I will say I'm repeatedly amazed at how good certain shots are and how shots that I think would be the easiest shots. It's almost like you said. I've said this before. Too easy for people to play at this level.
Oh.
Like Craig and Bracey. It's 18-14 now. Craig in the number 7 seed spot out of the red lane. Bracey in the number 6 seed. He's coming in low and hard there.
How about that nice bag right there?
Outstanding. Great shot. Craig's going to kind of come in and try to do the same, and he does.
Craig's pushes have been spot on
Really
today.
good. Really good.
And so has Bracey's, really.
Well, now, right now, no wind whatsoever. You got to wonder if that throws him off a little bit.
And
nope.
there we Hey, didn't throw him off because
the answer is no.
Throw 8 bags underneath.
How about that?
That
18,
wooden sunshade.
18 on 14. It's going to stay that way. No blood, no foul as we work our way toward our finals, which will take place between the number 1 seed Caleb Hurt out of SVC.
And I don't think Boogie would mind me stealing that little phrase every now and then, do you?
What's that?
Under the wooden sun.
Under the wooden sun. Oh, that's why he throws them out there.
Yeah, man. We got to be really good pals last year in Bradenton, Florida.
Yeah, we did.
Nice.
Well, these guys just.
Yeah. And it picked up right when Bracey got ready to throw.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good shot. Oh, that's a little short.
Oh. He's not mad at that.
No.
I promise you he's not mad at that.
Not with a bag in hand still.
No.
Oh. Now the question is.
Can he slip one in the side door?
Yep. Oh, he's just going to clean it up and go. All right, the taters are exchanged.
That's 8 to row for both men.
Live to fight another frame, both of them.
So nobody is wanting to lose.
Nope, 18 on 14, but nobody seems to be wanting to win.
No.
Somebody's got to be able to pull the trigger here and finish it.
Yeah. Let's see, Bracey with first bag.
Somebody telling me that board's a little crooked. It's driving somebody's OCD nuts.
Frank can take care of that. Nice bag again.
You boys are making me nervous, says Wendy Barger.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's talking about those two boys or us.
Or me and you.
We make a lot of people nervous.
Yeah, we do, especially on Halloween.
Linda, thanks for the stars. Linda Oglesby.
Yes, man. My favorite women's player. Craig pick up 2. There it is to go to the magical number 20. Of 20.
It's the magic 20. Frank's checking to see if that board is just a little bit off center. He's going to straighten it back out there by request.
It's like golf. Somebody can dial in and tell us what's wrong, and we'll just roll right with it, man.
There you go. All right, that's straighten up now. Those are who that was bothering. Hopefully now it's all figured out. Oh, my. How did he do that? How did he do that? It's almost a tornadic wind coming across here. How did he do that?
I'd call a timeout if I'm Bracey right here, because he can't afford to make a mistake. Oh, and look where he went. Off the back fin.
Yep.
Craig needs to just keep the bags on the board here. Make another one. Tell you, taking a timeout here would not be bad on Bracey's part. And the wind just about put that one in front of the board.
Yes, it did. And if he puts it away here, then moving that board won't make any difference.
No.
A lot of people saying that you shouldn't do it at this point.
Oh, and Craig let him back in. And you can see Craig, he knows. Look at him. He is talking to somebody.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who. Anybody that wants to listen right now.
It's not a kind word. It's not a kind word either.
And children, please cover your ears.
Uh-huh. And Ashley is over there. I think she's walked about 8,000 steps in the same two spots.
She's been rocking back and forth. Oh, and what a bag.
Shot.
That is a pressure bag.
What a shot.
But Craig has an alley, I think, to get in here and put more pressure on it.
He's not gonna do anything but use that bag if he needs it to help guide this one to where it needs to go.
Oh man. What a bag.
That was nicely
done. Look at
done.
him. He is just he's still talking back there.
Yep.
He knows Bracey can keep this game going with a bag in the hole right here.
Yep.
Wow, man. Wow. All I can say is wow.
Wow is right. And, Caleb is somewhere going, for real?
Yeah.
Can I play somebody, please?
Wow.
Can I please play somebody? Come on.
Just when you thought the game was completely over, no chance, Bracey pulls out a shot after Craig put multiple pressures on him.
Yes, he did. 20-14.
Yeah.
Craig Ervin up over Bracey Blanton, the number 7 right now, up over the number 6 seed, with the 8 that played today. What a game. Jerry Armstrong.
Yeah,
good to
my
have you
man
on
Jerry.
board.
What's up, Jerry?
Austin Graham, Emily Lyons, got her nails bitten down to the quick.
Tell you what.
Boy, this is something.
Oh,
No.
and that was a good bag by
Bulldozer.
Craig. It is exactly what he wanted to do right there.
He leaves himself in a nice position right dead
Yeah,
center.
and that's going to do it.
That's
I
going to
think.
be it.
Look, Craig is talking to his bag. Did
Yeah.
you see?
Yeah.
Go in the
Go
hole.
in the
He said,
hole.
go in the hole.
He lays it up.
And that's going to be it.
Going to be it.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
and that does it all right. Well, Craig Ervin,
What
he's going
a
to move on
match.
to the finals. A best of 3 right there. Those guys exchange an embrace for because they both know the battle that both of them had against Mother Nature and the rest of the elements. So we'll welcome Craig over here in just a moment as he goes to collect his weapons of choice. And oh man, what a match! And that
what
sets
shot
up.
making. That was shot making there.
It really
man.
was. I mean, that was.
Yeah.
That was, I think, as many matches as we've called together on center court, taking into consideration all of the things they were up
Absolutely.
against, not just one another. That was fantastic shot
Yes, sir.
making. Very well done. And Craig's not going to waste any time with us right now. We are going to
Well, that's good.
We're going to take a break. We're going to let these guys get warmed up just a little bit, and then we're going to come back with our finals. It is going to be a barn burner of a final. The number 1 seed, Caleb Hurd out of SVC. Craig Ervin hugging Ashley Ervin. His better half is the number 7 seed. Advances after having beaten Gary Bearpaw, taking down the number 2 seed, and working his way in here past Bracey Blanton.
Yeah.
So he will be in the finals. And I'll tell you something. This is going to be one for the ages. We are at the Destination Outlet, 71 North, 71 South. You still got time to get here if you want to come watch one hell of a final. $7,500 guaranteed purse, a $3,000 first place check sitting right between us, ready to be awarded
Absolutely.
within the next hour here on the ACO Digital Network.
ACO